Kyle.
Nick.
Cue the Drifters.
Ba-doo, ba-doo, doop, 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 ba-doop, ba-doo, ba-doo, doop, 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 ba-doop. I'm dreaming of a white doop, doop, Christmas, doop, ba-doo, ba-doo,
Just like the ones I...
Sorry. You were going, and I was like, wait, are you going to do it? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Ba-doo-doo.
I listened to that this morning.
I heard that today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Kyle, we're playing the Drifters as our intro, which means it's the Christmas episode.
Oh, buddy. It is
Wow,
that time of
year.
year.
The dissonance? Oh.
Yeah. No, that was...
That was the Drifters.
Yeah. I heard it.
Hey, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Thank you.
I was going to throw in an F-bomb.
Mother-
Held back. I reserved because, special time of year. Trying to stay on that nice list. Hilarious that I could possibly be on that list.
I've said too much shit. I've done too much shit this year. I ain't on nobody.
That's been recorded and
edited
broadcast,
out.
yeah.
No, not broadcast, edited out.
Oh, that
Yeah.
bit. Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so this is our yearly Christmas episode because Christmas happens yearly.
It does. Once a year.
About this time.
Yeah. I mean, unless you don't count Christmas in July.
Who doesn't? Around this time of year, in terms of my whiskey journey,
Sure.
I've become a believer in your thoughts on Scotch.
Which are?
Scotch, especially a smoky, peaty Scotch, kind of brings you right into the holidays.
Totally.
And honestly, post-Thanksgiving, I become like, this is where my Scotch intake surpasses my bourbon intake.
Right.
Not that my bourbon intake recedes.
Yeah, it stays the same. It's just we up the Scotch.
No,
I got you.
No, I would say I really don't touch much bourbon between like Thanksgiving and Christmas. For whatever reason, Scotch puts me in the festive mood.
Yeah, it totally does. It's just, I think the smoke,
Yeah.
it just totally does it for you. Like, it just brings you into that. Yeah, you get the Yule log burning.
Yeah.
And it just totally puts you there, man.
Yeah.
Being said,
We've got a special bottle.
yeah, we do, man. We've had these bottles for a while.
We really have, and we've been saving it.
I know.
And now is the time, Kyle.
Yeah.
What do we got?
We have found and have purchased the Lagavulin, aged 11 years.
Okay.
Nick Offerman edition.
I like all this so far.
From the Lagavulin Distillery. It's
what?
the Isla Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, Offerman edition, finished in Guinness Cask.
Oh man, I am honestly super excited about this. I
know,
really am.
dude.
Okay, you remember when we had the regular Offerman edition?
Yeah.
We said it was okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Really good.
It was fine. It doesn't hold up to the regular Lagavulin 16.
No.
But I'm super interested in the Guinness Cask.
Yeah, this was like a really cool, like they had a commercial about it online, somewhere around the summer that I became aware that they were doing it. The commercial cracked me up.
Oh yeah. Offerman calls his dad, and it's his legit dad in the commercial,
right?
And he calls his dad, and
Lagavulin calls Offerman.
Right,
we don't have enough casks.
He's like, hang on a second,
yeah,
and then
he calls dad.
Yeah,
I know a guy.
Yeah,
or something
like that. But anyway, this is Lagavulin aged in Guinness casks.
What the hell? Like it just makes my ornaments tingle.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
Let's get into it then. What are we doing?
Okay.
Come on.
So yeah, I found a couple bottles up in Alabama. I'm not going to say it was like the whole reason I went that trip, but it was like, hey, I'm going to be there.
Well, this was a side endeavor. This bottle now is actually pretty difficult to find. It was kind of hard to find when it first came out, but now, let's say, maybe 5-6 months removed, it's kind of a difficult bottle to find.
Have you seen it?
Once.
I haven't seen it in Florida.
I've seen it in Florida, and they wanted way more than I think anyone should be willing to pay for it. I haven't had it.
Okay.
But I have seen it, yeah.
That original Nick Offerman Lagavulin, I feel like I saw several bottles of it.
Yeah.
This one, I never saw a bottle of it,
right.
And I used an app and found a location, went straight there. They had it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I was very thankful.
If you want information on that app, get in touch with us. We'll hook you up with some information.
Sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
You got any bottle words?
It's got that same kind of like quote from Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
Of,
the shit is good.
Well, it's like, it's great. I'm going to read it again just because it is that good.
Okay.
I have traveled the world and sampled many attempts at pleasing nectars, but it is solely this distillation of Islay, a tiny, charismatic Scottish isle, that has claimed my palate, yea, and my heart into the bargain. Nick Offerman.
That's totally a Nick Offerman quote.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah.
But no, that's it. Okay. Bottle words.
I've got the box here.
Ooh, box words.
Some box words?
Let's hear box words.
Okay. It's a damn box novel.
It's a box novel. Oh my god! I like the Guinness logo on the side of the box too. It's got
oh yeah,
it's got the Lagavulin on one side
and the Guinness on the other.
Other.
I'm gonna read you just a bit of this.
Okay.
My dad is famous across the Midwest as the winningest and only man ever to be tolerated by my mother, the famous beauty Catherine of County Kendall. I have prospered greatly by his example, as he has instructed me in crafting a good life. One of his best lessons is to always carry a clean handkerchief. But he also teaches me to work hard and to try my darndest at whatever task I have the privilege to essay. After a job well done, we, too, always enjoy a comfortable seat and a well-earned, heavily peated single malt Scotch whiskey. This is why the new Offerman Lagavulin 11 year is right up our workbench. We take the traditional Lagavulin peatiness, that singular aroma that can only be concocted in one idyllic spot on this green earth, and toss it in notes of red berries and green apple to establish an incredible foundation of flavor. Good fun, right? Now comes the funner part. Stay with me.
The funner part.
The funner part. We have taken possession of American white oak barrels within which delectable Guinness beer formerly slumbered at Baltimore's Guinness Open Gate Brewery. Then we shipped those noble casks from Maryland across the vast ocean until they ultimately landed in Scotland, where we filled them anew with delicious Lagavulin. After 4 months of purely platonic finishing, the golden brown elixir of the gods has been imbued with the traces of chocolate, wisp of vanilla, and chili pepper kick that stays in the finish until the party's over.
Damn.
Correct. That is the correct response to those words. This comes in at 92 proof, 46% alcohol by volume.
So not bad.
Not bad. No. Not bad.
Take what we can get.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Can you pop that cork? Nice.
God, I can already smell it, dude.
Woo! Now, this is a brand new bottle. Neither one of us has had this. Like, you and I both have a bottle individually.
Yep.
We got it in the summer. We haven't had a pour of this at all. Oh, man.
Oh, shit. It smells so good. Woo!
I really love the top of a Lagavulin bottle. Like, the cork is attached to like a wooden little top there.
Yeah.
I love
little
that.
ridges on it.
Yeah, I love that. I'm a sucker for a good bottle, and I really like the way the Lagavulin bottle looks.
I mean, it's iconic.
In the glass, it is light, like light straw water.
I'm going to give you that.
Yeah.
But I think it's a darker Scotch.
I don't disagree.
Most Scotches, I'm saying, are like
I'm thinking back to like the Brooklotic, like the Islay Barley, which is
light.
Yeah.
Ardbeg.
Light. Yeah, I would say this is a little bit darker.
It's on the darker end.
But it is still straw water, like dark straw water.
It's not bourbon dark by any means. It's not even light bourbon.
No.
But, it's a darker Scotch.
For sure.
But it does have that beautiful 11 on it.
Yeah, it does. 11 years. Wow.
Good on you.
What you got on the nose?
The peat obviously jumps right out.
Yeah, it does. Wow.
And then there's a ton of honey, some oats.
The peat is beautiful here, and not having a Scotch or a peaty Scotch today.
Yeah. And the last 30 minutes.
Right. I love that peat, like just bomb. You know what it is, though? There's a nice roundedness to this nose.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that's offensive. There's nothing that's spiky, that's poking out. It's really round and warm.
But that's exactly what you just said. Like, it's because of where you are right now.
Right.
2 years ago, you wouldn't have said that.
Nope. You're right.
Like 100% it is. And like, once you push past the peat, man, it is a piece of toasted white bread with honey drizzled over it.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous.
Yeah. I feel like there's some like, maybe it's just because I want to think about like Christmas spices, but I feel like there's some like nice warm spices, like maybe a clove or some nutmeg. Just like if you were to sprinkle that piece of white bread with some honey on it. Yeah. Just a slight like whiff.
It smells like a Christmas tree.
All right. Woo! I'm going in.
No, man.
Mm.
Holy moly.
Oh, God. Man, that is really good.
That is delightful.
Oh, wow.
All right, where I'm immediately trying to go.
You're looking for the Guinness.
I'm looking for the Guinness.
Yeah.
What of this is from the Guinness?
To me, it's on the side of the palate.
Yep.
It's that vanilla and oatiness.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of Guinness, I think of like iron. Like there's an irony taste to Guinness. I'd get none of that. I get like body because Guinness is thick. I get body and I get like this vanilla oatiness on the outer edges of my palate. That to me is the Guinness.
Okay.
I have to be honest with you. It's subtle.
What I was trying to attribute it to.
Sure.
And I'm going to be really interested once we throw it back at the 16.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember the 16 being this vanilla creaminess.
That's exactly what it is to me.
And I'm wondering if that's...
It's got to be.
That reminds me of the Guinness, like the mouth taste after you take a sip.
Yep.
It reminds me of that kind of creaminess that you get from the Guinness.
It has...
Viscosity.
I said body. Like this feels thicker. And I think it is that viscosity. It's that body that the Guinness is attributing to it. Yeah. And you know what? It actually, it ups the sweetness a little bit. And I really like that.
It does. It really does.
I mean,
I'm wondering if it does.
I'm saying
it's been a minute since I've had the Lagavulin 16.
I say it's up in the sweetness because I've had Lagavulin recently.
Yeah.
It cranks up like the sweetness in a good way. And you know, like I'm pretty averse to sweet right now. Like I don't want super sweet things. But this, because of the balance of the peatiness, I feel like it just presents a nice, warm, sweet that is just delightful.
This is an 86.
Right.
This is pretty low.
Agreed. Yeah.
This thing is, I think it's this peppery note at the end of it that feels like it's kicking more like a 95, close to 100.
I don't know if that's the peat and the peat like playing with the regular Scotch in general, or maybe the Guinness aspect of the Scotch, but it feels like it's higher.
I don't think it's peat. It's just at the end of it, right when you're entering into the aftertaste, there's this like spicy, peppery note that pokes through. That's like almost like heat, like jalapeno, kind of like almost to that
there's
level.
some peppery there. Go back to the nose real quick, and I get some of those apple notes, but that peppery note that you just mentioned, like the box word said
like
apple
raw
note.
Pepper.
Yeah, but it's like raw, uncracked black pepper. I totally get that. Yeah.
Every sip, I'm like, this isn't 86. This isn't 86.
No.
This is hitting way higher than 86.
Yeah. What I really have come to love about a peaty Scotch is the roller coaster that the peat plays. Because you get like, boom, just like smacked in the face with that peat. And then after your like second or third sip, it just becomes super friendly. Now, I know if someone were to walk in this room, like, whoa,
what are you drinking?
You guys burning another campfire in here?
Chilly outside.
A little bit.
70?
70, 75, sure. It's frigid. But once that peat subsides, it's delicious.
Yeah, dude.
It rounds it out so well.
Just based off of memory, too.
Yeah.
This tastes darker. And again,
I see what you're saying.
Maybe it's the Guinness just like creeping in my head.
Yeah.
But it tastes a little darker.
I totally see what you're saying.
Like a little bit darker sweet, a little bit darker bitter.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
That I'm thinking just has to come from that cask.
Man, this is great.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, this is the fucking holidays in a glass, man.
Well, fucking holidays.
The fucking holidays in a glass, man.
Yeah, correct.
This is jingling all of my bells.
Jingling all your bells. This is decking all my halls.
I know, man. Totally. This is good.
It's so good.
I can't wait to get into the 16 to see if it compares. But
we'll get there.
I digress.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. I want to talk a little bit about Christmas, because Christmas is in a couple days in terms of when this releases.
Literally like 2 days?
This comes out on the 22nd. So Wednesday is the 22nd.
So we got a few days.
Yeah, we got a few days. Just a couple. So you got a chance to listen to this episode. Kind of, go find you a bottle of Lagavulin if you can.
If you can. Good luck.
Well, just go get a bottle of regular Lagavulin. You can probably find it anywhere.
Yeah. I've actually seen the 8.
Oh, yeah.
The 8 year
me too.
a couple times. So, I mean, you can save you $20 there.
Do what you can do. Let me ask you this question, because we posted this question on Twitter, and I want to see your response to it before we read some Twitter responses. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Santa comes down your chimney.
Yep.
What question are you going to ask him?
Legit?
Yeah. Like, what are you going to ask him?
What do you want to pour of?
Done.
Easy. Easy. Or, just what do you want to drink?
What do you want to drink? What you drinking?
We are about to sit down. We're going to have a drink right quick because you can stop time. We got all the time in the world.
Right.
We got nothing but time. You and me, we're going to sit down. We're going to have a drink.
What do you want to pour us?
Easy. Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah.
Easy. I mean, post that.
Sure.
If it's like, what are we going to have a conversation about? I'd have to think a minute. But like, easy, like right out of the gate.
That's good.
What do you want to drink? Let's have a conversation.
Sure. No, I like that. I'd ask, okay, Santa, you eat a lot of cookies. How do you stay so svelte? Because I eat, 3 sleeves of Chips Ahoy and I'm done.
But I think that depends on which Santa comes down your chimney. Like
mean?
Polar Express Tom Hanks Santa,
creepy ass Santa.
He's kind of slim.
Okay.
But like Coca-Cola Santa is a portly fella.
I'm thinking Coca-Cola. I'm thinking Tim Allen Santa.
So
I'm thinking
big
Ed
fella. I don't know that.
I'm thinking Ed Asner. Ed Asner.
I don't know that cookies are doing him any favors.
But think about the amount of cookies he's eating. Like,
sure.
Dude's eating a lot of cookies.
Sure.
So how does he eat that many cookies and still maintain this manly figure?
If he can do what he's doing, imagine the calories that he's burning.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's got
time travel.
The cookies are just fuel.
Barely hanging on.
Nah. You going... I want to see you shimmy down a chimney and then go back up it somehow.
Can you take a break for a second? Let's go.
All right. I'm impressed with how well you did that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But how many calories did you burn doing it?
Listen, you doubted me.
Three chocolate chip cookies are equivalent to the calories that you just burned doing that.
Uh-huh.
You got caught for like a half hour in the middle. I'm impressed that you were able to find your way out of it.
There's a little bit of Vaseline involved, but
and a lot of sweat.
Correct. But we made it work, is what I'm trying to say.
It worked, and I'm just saying, I think it's fuel.
Okay, sure. But listen, man. Okay. Santa goes to a house. Most people aren't putting out 1 or 2 cookies. They're going to put out, like, I'm going to say half a dozen. They're going to put out about 6 cookies.
Bro,
Santa,
we've never put out that many.
Well, y'all are doing it wrong.
We put out 2 cookies.
You're doing it wrong.
Because we know.
Uh-huh.
Bro, you got a lot of cookies to eat. Here's 2. You don't need the entire dozen that we just baked.
Let me ask you.
Those are not for you.
Let me ask you.
2 for you.
Are those 2
the
cookies?
Other 10 are for us. Don't touch them. I've got food for your reindeer in the yard. These 2 cookies and the glass of milk are for you. He's never finished the milk at our house. There's still a little bit at the bottom.
Does he finish the cookies, though?
He finishes 2.
You would have put 6 cookies out.
He would have ate 2.
No, he wouldn't. He would have.
I bet he would have ate 2.
No, 5.5.
We know what he needs.
Okay. My point is, Santa, how do you stay in your beautiful physical specimen shape eating all those cookies? Because your neighborhood, let's say there's 50 houses in your neighborhood in this section. Mm-hmm. 2 cookies. That's 100 cookies in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
When was the last time you ate 100 cookies?
It's been a minute.
Yeah. My point. That's 100 cookies in this neighborhood.
But I can do it.
I believe you. Let's go right now and do that.
But he stops time, bro.
Sure.
So who knows how long that night actually lasts for him?
My point is, the dude's eating a lot of cookies.
Sure.
Listen, you eat that many cookies and try and look that good. I'm just saying that. Like, sure, bending time, all that crap that you just, whatever. Listen.
Climb that many houses, I guarantee you I will be ripped afterwards.
I don't
look
think
like
so.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson afterwards.
That's my Santa.
Exactly.
Did I ever tell you that?
No, you didn't. I don't know what you're about to say, but you did not.
I think I have. I don't know if we've mentioned on the podcast, but my parents and my sister and I used to put out beer for Santa.
No, sir. Yeah. That is not a thing I've ever heard.
Weirdly, Santa and my dad loved the same brand of beer at that point.
Interesting.
But yeah. We used to put out beer for Santa.
Really into
the milk
imperial stouts.
No, that would be Santa now. Santa's really hard to give me those Russian Imperial Stouts in July in Florida. Delicious.
Yum, 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 yum.
But Santa drank some, like Yingling, some Amber Bock.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And weirdly, like Santa at my house, he finished the beer, pretty much left the milk like a halfway drink.
Yeah, because gross.
Right,
yeah,
but he finished all 6 cookies.
Throw down a 6-pack of Yinglings and a glass of milk. Vomit.
Weirdly, also the Yinglings in the fridge
were
gone
on a sleigh
too.
ride. Yak.
Well, you said bed time. We don't know how long Santa has between beers.
Good point. He could sit there for a day.
Sure.
Get over it.
Yeah.
Take some aspirin. Let's go to the next house. We've been to the Johnstons.
Right.
Good point.
where they gave carrots and dog biscuits to the reindeers and Amber Bach to me.
Better than our house. God, they were eating
Wiener wieners.
Glitter and Wiener wieners. Sparkly Wiener wieners. Maybe a carrot.
Listen, that's
Maybe
the image I got to get out of my head. Sparkly Wiener wieners. All right, so.
I'm just saying, you don't have to ask the fat man. I've explained it for you.
He's going to get a pour of Lagavulin because we said how good it is. He listens to the podcast, Kyle.
I know, dude.
Come on, let's be honest.
And, you know, it's going to be half a bottle gone.
Aaron says he wants to know, Santa, how old are you? Which I think is a fair question.
Sure.
I mean, how old are you, Santa?
I think you got to be prepared for the answer, though.
You think it's going to be less than you think it is or more?
I think you got to be prepared. You know, has it been the same Santa? Or is it like James Bond
or Tim Allen?
Tim Allen's version, you know, and he, you know, it's passed down.
27. Oh.
Fuck. Curveball.
Yeah.
You look great. Or you look awful.
Okay. Fair point. Like,
yeah.
Are you young Santa or are you old Santa?
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, I agree. Interesting question, but just be prepared for the answer.
For sure.
Yeah.
Jason asks, are you ever depressed? Wow. That's deep. I don't think the jolly old Saint Nick can be depressed.
Yeah, I would like to think once you're in the role, like you grasp hold of it and you just run with it.
Right.
But like, you know, I mean, with any job, you know,
it's going to be stressful.
I would say this. I would say the night of, if he just came down your chimney and it's Christmas Eve, you know, and we haven't, you know, actually done the duty yet, he's probably still into it.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably like very energized at that moment. Who knows what he's running on.
For sure.
2,000 cookies. But
in just this neighborhood.
How about June 2nd?
Right.
Know, like, how you feeling? You know, maybe it's like,
how are your deadlines working?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
We're way behind on, you know, PlayStation 5s, and who knows if we're going to get them out there.
Exactly. The Flicks X-Raid podcast says...
X-rated?
No. X-raid, as in like they're X-raying films. Yeah. Although, I don't know. They very well might do X-rated films. They ask, what do you pay the elves? Candy? Like, what would Santa pay elves? Hard liquor.
Yeah. I'm doing it. Lagavulin, let's go. Yeah. I'll make whatever toy you want.
In shelter, food, that kind of thing?
Probably.
Okay.
Like, you know, go battle with the polar bears if you want to, but, you know, here's a huge, beautiful, warm workshop.
Yeah, okay.
Hot chocolate flowing. It's up to you. I just need you to make a PlayStation 5.
Right. Sissy asks, how do you bend time to get all those deliveries done? That is a really good question, Sissy.
But don't you think it comes with a really bad answer?
Probably.
Like a really disappointing answer.
Like,
because either it's going to be like a one-word magic.
Right.
Or it's going to be like so like deep that you just can't contemplate it anyway. So it's just like, oh.
He's like, Neil deGrasse Tyson and I, we have conversations with Kip Thorne, and this is how it works.
Right. And you're just listening to it, like, and a half hour later, you're just like,
cool.
What did I even ask? I don't even remember at this point.
Right.
I've been on that YouTube journey, you know, where it's just like, okay, I'm not interested anymore.
For sure.
Too deep.
The Casting Views podcast asks, what does Santa want for Christmas?
Aw.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cute.
Adorable.
That's a good one to end on.
Yeah,
what do you want for Christmas?
It's like the Aladdin and Genie kind of thing.
You're free?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. No, so Santa wants to be free? Okay.
Okay, sorry, kids of the world.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, no toys for you guys.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Santa's free tonight.
He is? He's come and drink it with Drepp and Stone.
Come on over, bro. What do you want to pour of? Which goes right back to my question.
So thanks everybody for writing in and kind of playing along and just telling us what would you ask Santa, which also brings us to another good point of like, it's not too late. What would you ask Santa? Let us know. Like, you can email us, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Just tell us, hey, here's the question I would ask Santa, because I want to know.
Yeah,
I need to know.
Might be a sticker your way.
You're not wrong, and it's a awesome sticker too.
Yeah.
Santa's coming in a couple nights, everybody. What would you ask him when he comes down your chimney? If you don't have a chimney, first of all, how's it getting in your house?
You've referenced Tim Allen so many times, like it just appears.
The chimney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Which, okay, then brings
thing.
me back to, like, he's not then crawling up the chimney, as you've already said. He's, like, somehow magically, like, time slipping up the chimney.
Sure.
Which then brings me back to, how do you eat all those cookies?
Have you ever thought about how many calories does it take for Superman to fly?
No.
Think about it for a second. If I walk somewhere, it's minimal. If I run somewhere, it's a little more. But if I have to produce the energy to fly somewhere, I bet it's more.
Yeah, but you're not an alien from the planet Krypton. You don't know how they...
Well, he absorbs sun, but so it's still calories. Like, I bet we could still scientifically do it.
It's a plant?
Huh?
What?
Anyway, magic, I bet, uses calories, and I bet it's just a lot more. So even if he could climb up the chimney, it's like X amount of calories. But the fact that he's got to use his magic is like 10 times X calories.
Listen.
Because he's got to produce that
6
scientifically.
6 ounces of reindeer probably is not enough calories. Reindeer's delicious. You had reindeer? Delicious.
Have you?
It's delicious.
You've had reindeer?
Caribou, yeah. No, it's delicious.
That's caribou.
It's the same thing, dude.
Yeah, but you called it caribou.
It's the same thing. It's like saying buffalo and bison.
I know, but you called it caribou. I've had bison burgers. I don't know if I've ever had a buffalo burger.
It's the same thing.
But why does it have 2 names?
Tomato.
Well, no, that's just a different pronunciation.
That's
still spelled the same.
It's the same animal. Caribou and reindeer, same animal. Trust me. So before we get into kind of our next little bit of a topic surrounding Christmas.
Yeah.
Do you want to... You look really excited over there. Do you want to pair the Offerman Guinness 11 with the 16 year?
Yeah, I really do.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Beautiful. Let's go back and taste the Nick Offerman 11.
Yep.
And then we'll go to the 16 and compare the two.
I agree. But first, take a glimpse
at
the liquid in the glass.
Holy crap.
The 16
wow.
is way darker.
Like,
it is in Bourbon Land.
Dark.
I don't remember that.
Wow.
The 16's living in Bourbon Land.
You're right. It's like it's a light. I would say it's a light bourbon.
Yeah.
But it is dark for a Scotch. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Stop. That is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, back to the 11 real quick.
Okay.
Great. Okay.
Can't get better. There's no way.
Now, nose of 16.
100% the Offerman is bright.
Yeah, I was going to say there's some depth to the nose on the 16.
Yeah. This is just, it nose is a little, way more brown sugar coming forward. It's not so much honey.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The Lagavulin 16 drops the proof a bit. It's at 86 proof, not 92. Okay. So it's at 43% ABV. But you're right, man. This has like a depth on the nose.
If I can say off the nose on the 16, after nosing the Offerman, the peat is not what jumps forward.
But to be fair, like peat is something that dissipates quickly, and once you've had a good hit of it, you're done.
Agreed.
Right.
But going back and forth between them, it still jumps on the Offerman.
Oh, now that I see that, yeah.
It doesn't jump on the 16 now.
No,
I think,
wow.
But like you're saying, like I think because it is so dominant on the Offerman,
right,
it throws it back.
It mellows out, yeah.
And we're able to smell everything else behind it.
Yeah,
in the 16.
That's super interesting. All right, I'm going in. Man, on the 16, on the palate, it is so well rounded. The depth of flavor on that 16, man.
I don't see how you're dropping in proof, but that tastes like it's got more proof.
It does. I was thinking.
It's like
hey.
I'm crying over it.
Get out of my head. I was literally thinking the same thing.
Tears in my eyes.
A joy.
Woo!
Tears of joy. Yeah, how is that? Like, it literally drops in proof, but it has more, it feels like it has more proof.
It's that same peppery kind of thing.
It really is,
I feel like it's just a little spicier.
It's like weirdly mellow, more mellow on the peat, but that back end is definitely spicier. It's peppery.
Man.
I got a problem, dude.
Yeah.
They're both phenomenal.
Man.
I got to tell you, though, right now, I'm feeling the Offerman.
Yeah. If I can, like, kind of wrap it, it's like I'm acclimating now to the spice in the 16, and the sweet is coming through, and that's becoming the dominant thing, where the Offerman is still throwing that peat at me.
Right.
And I love peat.
Yeah. I feel like the Lagavulin 16 is the better product, but I'm feeling the Offerman because of the peatiness and because of that viscosity.
I don't disagree. I think it's something with that Guinness Cask is adding that just kind of a little bit more of a bitter edge.
Yeah.
That just kind of broadens the whole thing.
Which are you feeling more of right now?
I don't know what it is, man. The spice in the 16 is like invigorating for me.
Yeah.
It is so spicy. I don't know, like, because it's a lower proof. but I feel like it's got more bite.
It definitely does.
It's giving you that ride of flavor.
Yep.
That I feel like I might give that the edge.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna. Oh man, it's like
photo
finish, but
no.
It's like it's the 16 by
16's
nose.
edging out. Okay. I maintain splitting hairs.
You really are. But it's interesting too. Like they're different enough that it's like interesting that you can see how they're in the same family.
Yeah.
If you were blinding this, I don't know that I could necessarily say that these were the same product. They're different enough.
Right.
But I mean, I don't disagree that you can tell that they're in the same ballpark. But like I'm so impressed with how different visually they are.
Right.
And then on the palate as well.
Man, you can't go wrong with either. I can't wait for the Drep and Stone video of where you and I are just sitting by a fire drinking Lagavulin. Then we'll tag Nick Offerman. Yeah. Hey, Nick.
So we do a whole
who
bunch
did
of
it better?
We have like 3 bottles. We got a Lagavulin, a Lafroig, and a Ardbeg.
I think you and I can be quiet for a good hour just drinking whiskey. Now that I think about that, I don't think we could. No way.
No way. Hey, no, I was thinking about that. Shh. Back to Christmas.
What you got?
As a parent, I look at it of Christmas through my kids, and certainly I look at Christmas, of when I was a kid.
Right.
Of like the Christmas holiday, the Christmas season was all about anticipation for the day of Christmas.
As a kid.
How do I get to the day? How do I get to that Nintendo 64? I need that gift.
Yeah.
So everything was just the waiting for that moment.
Right.
Where as an adult, you become way more aware of how the anticipation is the event.
Yeah.
It's no longer
the
day of. The anticipation, all the things that you do leading up to it.
Sure.
Those are the great moments. It's not so much the day of. I mean, the day of can still be fantastic. Like watching your kids or just being present the day of can be a phenomenal thing too. But leading up to it, all of those things, all the traditions that you do, decorating the house, decorating the yard, all of those things,
buying gifts and preparing.
Gifts, yeah. The anticipation leads you to the event, and that becomes more the focus. And I think that's like just kind of one of those mind warping things. Like, at what point in time did that happen?
Yeah, I've never considered that because you're totally right. Like, as someone who does not have kids, I'm in that latter mode of like, the day itself is. I don't want to say it's just another day because there is something special about that day. But you wake up and it's another day. Yeah. But it's the time leading up to that where you're watching other people put up lights.
Right.
Or you're putting up lights. You're thinking about like, oh, I want to get this gift for this person, or I want to watch this movie. I want to listen to this song. I want to talk about this thing. And you're totally right. It's all about, as an adult, it tends to be more about the leading up to the event than the actual event itself. And I think it has a lot to do with nostalgia. As a kid, you don't realize all the preparation that goes into like the day.
You really don't.
And as an adult, you kind of appreciate that and you almost like revel in it.
Right. Thinking about it, I was primed for that year that the Nintendo 64 came out.
Right.
And like the chaos that went around that year of like, I remember that all so well. And like, I can't remember anything leading up to that day.
Right.
But I remember that day. Yeah. I remember that morning of getting the 64 and like immediately going upstairs and like getting it connected with my dad and like having it on the TV, and like I had already bought the friggin' Nintendo Power magazine or whatever it was, and like had the whole thing mapped out and probably like beat it within like a couple hours because I'd memorized the whole thing. I remember that day, but I don't remember anything leading up to it.
Right.
Where nowadays, one of my favorite things that we do is we go do the ice at Gaylord Palms. They haven't been able to do it the past 2 years now. But I love to do that. That's like my favorite thing that we go and do because it's like, we live in Florida.
Right.
We don't really get cold. You don't really have to bundle up to go anywhere. Like a light jacket will usually cover you.
Sure.
But when we go to ice, like, man, we pack.
You do it nude, don't you? You're that guy.
We did the first year. Yeah. We made that mistake. We're like 5 minutes and we're done. But now we're prepared. We go. We
No. I see it as a challenge.
I'm sure you would. We take gloves. We take scarves. We layer up, and we go in there like as if we're in New York City, and we go in there like and we make a day out of it,
right?
And we're prepared and we're ready. And like I love that, and it's usually well themed and stuff. And like that's just like one of those things that like I don't necessarily look to the day itself anymore.
Right.
I love the things leading up to it.
Sure.
And that's just not a concept that you have early on.
I think it's that aspect of anticipation as an adult. You're preparing for the day versus a kid who's like, I don't really like the preparation is just all there. It's kind of built into my parents are doing it. And I just care about that day. Like Santa's coming, the gifts are going to come under the tree. We're going to hang out with family. And
dinner's the same way.
Right.
They don't care about setting the table. They're just ready to eat.
Sure. Exactly. So I think like all of this goes into this idea, like as an adult, it's that the thing itself, yes, has meaning, but it's all those like little minor preparations for it. Like that's what it's really about.
Absolutely.
It's creating those memories, whether or not you're a parent. It's creating this particular day. It's the lead up to it.
It's made me understand Oktoberfest so much more.
Okay.
The idea of like, Oktoberfest, you're like, well, it's not even in October. What do you mean it's in September? No, it's the preparation for the thing.
I got you.
I totally understand that. Like the holiday season, the Christmas season is all about everything that you do leading up to it.
Right.
The day of, maybe that might be a wash. But leading up to it, all the things that we're going to do in preparation for it, you cannot
put up the lights, look at
that.
light. Yeah, man.
That's where everything happens.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Totally.
You got anything else?
I do not. Do you?
I do, actually. So every year we talk about the 12 days of Christmas.
Sure.
And we have the last couple of years, trust me.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Thanks. The 12 days of Christmas this year, we talk about how much the 12 days of Christmas costs.
I do remember this.
Okay. So last year was kind of a wash because there was a lot of things that couldn't happen.
Right. It was hard to find those geeseling.
All right. So this is the PNC Annual Christmas Price Index for the 12 days of Christmas.
PNC.
You ready?
I wonder what it stands for.
It's the bank. PNC
Peppermint
bank.
and chicken.
That's what I always say.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So the 12 days of Christmas has been affected by inflation.
Yeah. I bet it has.
Yeah. All right. So 12 days of Christmas. A partridge in a pear tree gonna cost you
$15?
$212.68. Wow. Yeah, that's up 6% from last year.
It's got to be majority pear tree. Can't imagine a partridge.
I think so. Yeah, and this is all an increase from 2019. Okay. I said last year.
2020.
Yeah, we just kind of wrote out 2020,
write it off.
as everybody.
I
did.
did.
Yeah, for sure. 2 turtle doves. All right, so you're kind of running through this one time, right?
Gotcha.
$20. $450.
Who the is paying $420 for two?
Listen, that is a 50% increase. I don't know what's going on with the turtle dove market,
seriously.
But wow. Okay.
Man, inflation, no joke.
Yeah, for sure. 3 French hens. You got to guess?
$45.
It's so close. $255.
Bullshit. Like, bro, there's got to be a bargain somewhere.
Do you want bargain French hens?
I do.
Okay.
If they're 400, what was it?
$255.
Yeah. I'll do that on eBay.
So this,
I know a guy in Kentucky. He will give me some hens.
I don't know if those
they
are
were
French
country
hens.
fried. They're delicious.
So that's a 40.5% increase. Okay. 4 calling birds.
4 of them.
4 of them.
I'm gonna say, dang it. All right, I'm gonna say they're like $50 a piece. I'll say $200 for 4 of them.
$600. Don't worry though, that's no change from the year before, from 2019.
Well, thank goodness.
Right. 5 gold rings.
Ooh. $500.
$895. That's a 8.5%.
Bro, they don't have any jewels on. They're just gold bands.
Just gold bands.
Next.
6 geese laying.
Dude, geese are not hard to come by.
Right.
That should be like $80 for 6 of them.
Yeah, $660.
Where are these geese? Like, what are they?
Fancy geese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bougie geese.
Bougie geese.
Right. That's a 57.1% increase.
Yeah.
7 swans a swimming.
Well, shit. That ought to be like $2,000.
Oh, so close. $13,125.
Mother.
These are expensive swans.
God. All right. These are swans from the lakes of Lakeland.
Maybe. No change there, though. 8 maids milking.
$50. No,
$58.
Eight of them?
Nope, $58. You got it. Nailed it, buddy.
Damn.
$58. Yep. No change there.
That is messed up.
9 ladies dancing.
$100.
$7,553.
All
No
right.
change. 10 lords leaping.
Jeez. I mean, to make any lord leap.
Right.
Granted, it's just
You
like
have to get the ladies dancing
it's a
before the lords
one-time
leap.
thing, though. It's a one-time. It's just like, hey, bro, can you leap over this thing? Right. I got to think any well-to-do man would be
But
like,
a
I'll do
lord.
it for 100.
Okay.
And this is 10 lords.
10 lords.
$100, $1,000.
$11,000. $11,260.
God, y'all are expensive just to jump.
That's a 12.6% increase. Right.
That's messed up.
11 pipers piping.
They're doing that anyway.
Right.
Like
They're gonna
literally,
pipe.
I should be able
Piper's
to throw
gonna
like
pipe.
$5
Sure,
at you. And you should
Piper's
be
gonna
okay
pipe.
with that. Yeah,
Right.
Piper's gonna pipe.
Right.
That's got 12, 11.
11.
So $55. 55.
Sure. $2,944.
Bullshit. Y'all don't even know what you're doing.
7.5 or 7.1% increase.
Y'all literally aren't even trying.
All right, 12 drummers, and they're drumming.
All right. Again,
Drummers gonna
all right,
drum.
but they're professional.
Sure.
They're gonna have a little bit
Sure.
of a. All right. So I just need you to drum for like a minute.
Okay.
All right. So I
Yeah,
can get
yeah.
it on TikTok.
12
of them.
Right.
So
Ensemble
I'll give you
drums.
$100. 12. That's just $1,200. It's easy.
Yeah, $3,183.
So it's like double what I said. That's not terrible.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
That's a 7.1% increase.
if I want really good drummers.
Right. Well,
Gotcha.
you do. You don't want subpar drummers.
For sure.
This year,
Yep.
okay, if you get all 365 gifts, did you know that? The 12 days of Christmas, 365 gifts?
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you get all 365 gifts, this comes to a whopping $179,454.19,
Woof.
which is up 5.4% overall from 2019. And your true love,
Yeah.
she's going to be stuck with 178 birds. So good luck with that, buddy.
Man, that's a lot of poop.
That's a lot of birds and a lot of chicken or turtle doves and swans.
Delicious.
I do, do what you got to do.
Yeah, man. Day one. We'll take
All
care
these
of
birds
that.
are done.
Yeah.
Y'all
I'm
going
cleaning
in the
today.
You're going in the freezer.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
messing around with this.
So that's where we are in terms of the 12 days of Christmas. I don't know about you. I'm a little bit behind. I hope Amazon has all this stuff.
That it puts me in a perspective of like Scrooge. Of like, I'm just gonna hang on to my money. I don't think it's worth it.
Right. You got anything else?
Lagavulin,
Yeah.
it's pretty great.
That's your hot take.
It's really good.
I concur.
I recommend it.
I recommend
Yeah,
it.
if you've
to
never
you.
had it, you should try it.
You should. Go
It's really good.
Go get you a bottle. Get you a bottle for a special someone for Christmas.
Yeah, even if it's $100, like it's pretty good.
Totally worth it. And if they don't like it, be like, okay, now I got a bottle of Lagavulin.
Yeah, it's unlike anything you've had.
It truly is.
You'll really like it.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man. Happy
Thank
holidays.
You. To you, too.
Yeah.
To you, too. I can't wait for our, you know what's coming up next?
President's Day?
No, our New Year's episode. That's going to be fun,
yeah.
too. We'll review.
Valentine's Day.
No, before that.
Bummer.
Hey, and Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody else out there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this past year. And we hope that we added just slightly to your holiday enjoyment.
Yeah, minusculely.
Well, I hope we added more than minuscule.
Maximally.
Sure.
Yeah.
And do yourself a favor. Go watch Christmas Vacation right now. Just stop. Stop whatever you're doing. Go watch Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, this old house is looking pretty good. Got ourselves the finest snowman in the neighborhood.
We'd love to know if you didn't answer the question on Twitter.
Shame on you.
Shame on you, first of all. Yeah. What would you ask Santa? Let us know that. Also, what are your opinions on the Lagavulin 11-year Guinness Cask edition
Yeah, if you got that bad boy.
and the 16-year? Want to know what you think about that?
The classic.
Absolutely. And do you think that there's a difference between experiencing Christmas as an adult and Christmas as a child?
Yeah, where did it change for you?
Oh, that's good.
I can't like pinpoint when it happened.
Yeah.
There was probably like a dark period of like 5 years where there was like the transition.
Right. 28
But
to 25 and
It's
somewhere in there.
definitely a completely different experience.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we want to know your experience with that.
Yeah.
You can get in touch with us through email. It's drepandstone@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us through social media.
It's always one word, Dreppenstone, DREPN Stone. Come find us. We're out there. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Find us. Like us. we'll like it right back.
And if you feel so inclined, you can support the podcast by literally just grabbing anyone randomly as you're walking through these department stores and shopping for Christmas gifts at the last minute because you're that kind of person. And honestly, so are we. Tell them, hey, while you're buying this present for, your granddad, have you heard about the Drep and Stone podcast? Because they just released our Christmas episode, and it is phenomenal.
Yeah. If you like liquor, oh my God, you're buying that bottle of whiskey for your granddad? You know what your granddad might like? He might like the Drep and Stone podcast. You should tell him about it. Give him a listen.
And not just your granddad, but literally anybody would love this.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. You can also support the podcast by rating us wherever it is you find great podcasts like this one.
Yeah, totally. Like it, comment it on it. We might send you a sticker.
You know what? That would be a good Christmas gift for you and I, like for everybody to give to you and I. And then we'll reciprocate said Christmas gift with a sticker.
Totally. You give us a sticker and we'll send one right back to you.
Well, I mean, that can happen too, but you just rate us and we'll send you a sticker.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm fine with more stickers. That's
100%.
good too.
Yeah.
And if you want to help keep the lights on this winter, because I've heard it's going to be a cold one, you can support the podcast financially through our Buy Me a Coffee page. It's buymeacoffee.com/Drep
and Stone.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it might get down into like the 60s here, so
I don't know if I'm prepared for that kind of cold.
Might get chilly.
Ooh, buddy.
Break out your parka.
It's below 80. I got my parka on right now.
Oh.
You didn't see me wearing my parka?
I thought that was part of your beard.
Right. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
May your stockings overflow.
And your holiday spirit never slow. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
It's like 4 rounds.
Honey, give me the chainsaw.
I played through that Bing Crosby album like 4 times.
Bah humbug, bitch.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
It makes my jingle bells tingle, man.
Serving facts. Serving size, 1.5 fluid ounces. Cute.
We'll top that.
Like a Christmas fart. Say that again.
With the fuck?
Without the fuck.
We'll buy a suitcase when we get there, and that's just going to be for liquor coming back. How did you get down my chimney? Because I don't have a fireplace.
Because your ass is fat. that was impressive.
Correct. And I'm hurting because of it.
Because my nickname in college is Sparkly Viner Wiener.
That's what they called me in college.
Grad school.
Sparkly Viner Wiener.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Oompa Loompas. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Why would Santa know? Why would Santa know?
I don't know. But I was like, okay.
Can you taste a candy cane if you stick it up your butt? Like that's like the more interesting thing. It's emanating off of me.
Sure, it is, and it stinks a little.
Palpable.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
That was pretty good.
I don't know. Labrador, Labradoodle, same thing. Or like, I ain't getting that gift for that asshole. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.